Now, inside my terrible metropolitan bubble, I'm afraid to say that whenever your name comes up, people say, well, I might vote for Tim Farron, but I can't because he's a homophobe.
It's ludicrous.
But people believe this.
Yes. Well, I get asked the question, you know, I have been over the last few days. I even got asked it in the House of Commons last Wednesday, and I asked it really clearly then. You know, being gay is not a sin. And as a committed Christian, I believe that you judge absolutely nobody. I am not a religious leader, though, Robert. I am not the Archbishop of Canterbury, and I stand on my personal record and on my party's record of being by far throughout history the most positive party when it comes to LGBT rights. So 2 weeks ago, I was the first party leader. Let me finish, if you don't mind. Sure. Forgive me. But you know, I was the first party leader to call out against the disgraceful use of concentration camps in Chechnya against gay people. It took the government a week to follow me, and Theresa May has still not made any kind of comment on that. And I just think if we're going to be pro-LGBT rights, we need to make sure we do so in a way which is genuine and sincere. And my record speaks for itself.
But can I just ask you on that? You didn't vote for gay marriage in the third reading.
I voted for it in the second reading.
But why didn't you vote it? Why did you not vote in the third reading?
2 reasons. First of all, there was no coverage of the spousal veto issue, which meant that transsexual people, transgender people did not have the opportunity to get married on the same basis as other people. And also, there were no protection conscience clauses in there. Those things were not put forward. But I supported the concept of it. I voted for it at second reading and have defended it ever since.
Now, look, I'm
actually proud of it, if you think about it. You know, if it hadn't been for Lynn Featherstone and Nick Clegg, equal marriage would not happen in this country. And I'm proud to be the leader of the party those people are in, and proud that that's our policy going forward.
Now, I'm going to press you on this because it does matter to lots and lots of people. In The Observer today, they asked you, you said homosexuality not a sin. They say that you didn't answer when they asked you whether gay sex was a sin.
Oh, come on, Robert. I mean, I've been asked this question loads of times over the last few days, and I have been clear, even in the House of Commons, being gay is not a sin.
But is sex between...
Robert, I think, if I'm honest with you, it's possible that I'm not the only person who's getting tired of this line of questioning.
No, probably, but then why don't you just close it down?
You know, in America...
By being unambiguous.
In America, it appears that you have to invent a faith in order to be seen to be a serious candidate for anything. And in this country, maybe it appears you have to pretend you haven't got one to be taken seriously. Can I just point out, possibly even slightly impatiently, that both of those standpoints are utterly ludicrous? Should we talk about things that might impact on the election?
Well, faith does matter. Will you be bringing, then, faith into your campaign at all?
I have always been somebody who believes very strongly in a secular society. So I'm a free church person,
right.
But I also believe very much the Church of England should be disestablished. I think it is wrong in a free society. It's wrong for the church, for one thing, to be the state's church. I think it's bad for a free society to have a state religion.
So in your vision of liberalism, as it were, everybody should be free to behave in terms of their own conscience, but the state should have no role in the promotion of faith whatsoever.
It's bound to have an impact on one's worldview. I mean, if you ask me why I've spent so much time in refugee camps over the last couple of years, yes, my faith has a massive impact on my sense that everybody is created equal, and an absolute sense of affront to dignity, human dignity, to see people treated in that way. So it's bound to affect your outlook and your worldview. But the notion that you impose personal morality, religious morality on other people is an outrage, and is actually contrary to the teaching of the Bible, and it's certainly contrary to my liberalism.
But just to be clear, because I'm interested in this,
diverse society.
You would disestablish the church, but will that be a liberal policy?
Yes, it is. It has been since Lloyd George's day. We managed it with Wales. We just weren't in power long enough, I'm afraid.
Sorry, I missed that.
This is our chance.